Hey ballers, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles. I remembered. Just for you guys. I remember. For all those comments that you keep forgetting to do the new intro, there it is. We got it in. And today, this little two-part series is going to be a really cool video because it's almost the end of the year. You know, we were past Thanksgiving as we film this. We're not yet to Christmas. But the year is wrapping up, and 2018, which has been just an amazing year for us. We'll probably do a year in review at the very end of everything that's happened in 2018 to Olympus Reptiles. Has been a great year for us. And through this year, we've added a lot of really cool animals. So what I wanted to do in this video, I'm going to show you all the animals that we purchased. The next I'm going to show you all the animals that we held back. So you're kind of getting a miniature reptile tour today, but it's going to be of some of the new additions. I'm not sure I'll get them in exact order, but we're going to try. We're going to start with this guy right here. This was, I think, the first animal we purchased this year. And boy, oh boy, started off the year with a bang. What this is, and he is already breeding. We purchased him, I'm pretty sure, the beginning of the year, wasn't it, Kurt? Yep. Well, I think it was this year, not last year. I may be wrong. But anyway, this is our scaleless head lemon blast, and you can see that he is obviously missing some scales. I don't remember if we bought him actually in 18 or maybe in late 17, but anyway, he's worth noting because this is his first year breeding, and he has just done amazing for us. Get it, little buddy.
And what's all the genes in that one?
That is pastel, pinstripe, and of course scaleless head. And he's already locked up a few times for us. So he's doing really good. And of course, scaleless head would be, you know, how you get to a full scaleless if you make the homozygous version. We will not be doing that right now, as this is the only scaleless head we have. We'll be holding back several females, of course, and working at that direction. Something else we added. This is probably one of the snakes I was most excited to add. It wants to eat. Don't you eat me. Ooh, there we go. It is kind of our feed day, and that is the suma. This thing is growing like a weed. It will be in the breeding program, I am certain. Not this season, but it will be next season. Just not quite big enough yet, and we're not in a big hurry. But I can't wait to start putting this to girls, and imagine what that can do. It's really going to darken a lot of stuff up, which is going to be really exciting. You can see the stripe down its back is getting very clear as it's aged. Just a wonderful looking ball python. You add like black pastel to that, and then the super form of mahogany and black pastel, you're going to get like an actual black snake. You're not going to deal with the kinking issues or any of those duckbill issues that you normally would. So this is a stable way to go dark, which is something we've been really missing in ball pythons, and I'm excited about. So, now that being said, there are perfect examples of super black pastel. They're just not very easy to make. This is not difficult to make and to go dark with. So super mahogany right there. This was on my bucket list. But truth be told, I would say this was kind of the year of the Kurt ball python. Because everything else we bought this year, I'm pretty sure is for you, right?
Yeah.
I think it was all, so this year was all about Kurt. So if you guys are like thinking that I run the show completely, don't, because, oh, you're not going to ball up like you're supposed to. You are just an angry little snake. Okay. I'm going to get where I can get to the back of you. There we go. Because this is the next one. We'll do a little maintenance over here. And boy, you can see how angry she is. This is a female pastel freeway who is doing a tail stand. That's actually a pretty athletic snake. I am quite impressed. Now what that is of course, it is an allelic combo. Oh, I made it 2 points. Using yellow belly and asphalt. And then the pastel to brighten it up. And it is just the coolest looking snake. Now this is one that Kurt really, really wanted. He's been into these freeways and the highways since they first came out. And I've kind of been like, because I didn't want to deal with the is it asphalt, is it yellow belly situation. However, our plan is to just simply add a male ivory. Use that ivory to breed, which would be, of course, a super yellow belly. And then we'll know. We'll know right away what everything is. Because then it comes out all white. It is going to be, of course, an ivory. And anything that comes out with this marking will, of course, be a yellow belly asphalt. And then anything that comes out with, well, they won't, because this is allelic, so it has to pass on either yellow belly or asphalt. Super ivory having to pass on yellow belly means you're going to get at least 2 copies. You're going to make that allelic combo. Whether you're going to make the ivory or you're going to make the freeway is all you've got to go to figure out. So, Kurt, any questions about this snake?
No.
Okay, here's a little aggressive snake, because you can see the snake is tuned up, ready to rock. And again, show you guys what we do. We just give it a distraction. take this hand because it doesn't see it. Now if you come from the side it will. And just simply come up and just cover it up. And then you can put it into a ball and you can avoid all that drama. Now, some people always say, that's so mean, you're so mean to it. I'm simply touching it. I'm not squeezing it, I'm not hurting it, and we don't do it to be mean. If that snake bites me, it's not going to do anything to me, but it very easily can break teeth. It's going to probably hurt it more than it hurts me, so I'd rather this defensive mechanism beat a roll into that ball. So all we're doing is changing its attitude. Let's show you another snake that was a Kurt snake for additions. And that is this little angry one right here. Kurt always gets me angry snakes. You're not too angry. Oh, there you go. And this is obviously, give me my finger, boop, a spider clown. So again, more spiders. You're probably thinking, Matt, that's all you was got spidered it. No, it was Kurt. Kurt was really wanting to pursue the clown. A chance to buy 2 females that carried clown dropped in, and we took it. So we have her. She is not up to breed size yet. She will be most likely the next season, which will give us a visual clown to visual clown. We'll definitely up her clown game. She's done really well for us. She's kind of at that 1,000-gram wall right now. But when we first got her, she took to food, ate like a beast. And this is also why they call him ball python. Right there. Want to play some basketball? Not really. We don't dribble snakes. But anyway, really a pretty snake. You can really see the markings. I love how reduced the spider pattern is when you get it with that clown. And the color overall is just really nice. So anything you want to add about this snake, Kurt?
No.
Okay, we'll put this snake up of Kurt's. Now this next one, I'm not going to actually take it out to show it to you. But, get in there. I will bring the tub over. Maybe. There, it's coming. And the reason I don't want to pull it out is you've heard me say, if the snake's not eating well, don't handle it. Well, this snake hasn't been eating well for us. You're going to have to kind of just show inside the hide. I'm not going to pull it out of that hide. So what we've done is we've given it a hide. Most of our tubs don't contain hides, but if a snake needs it, we're going to give it to it. Since it hasn't been feeding very well, we want to get it over that hump and get it started feeding. You know, we keep it in a smaller tub. Still hasn't worked. We decided to give it a hide. It's now got in kind of a hide we're hoping it's going to eat in here for us. So I don't want to go handling it or pull it out or do anything with it. I want it to feel safe and secure inside of there. So you don't get a good view of that one, but what it was sold to us as, and we believe it to be, is a killer bee, 100% het clown female. So what Kurt ended up with this year, let's just go over the take. Kurt got a spider clown female, a killer bee het clown female, and a pastel freeway. Pretty kick-ass. Matt got into the scaleless head game. I think that was actually probably last year, but I don't remember. We're going to call it this year. And he also added the suma he really wanted. So all in all, those are the 5 snakes we purchased from outside. We now, do we bring in a lot of new genetics? We brought in a few new things. The scaleless head being new to our collection. We already had pastel. We already had pinstripe, obviously. So those weren't new, but scaleless head was an addition. Mahogany's an addition through the suma, so that's definitely a new gene. Asphalt was a new gene to the collection. And then clown isn't a new gene, but it certainly is going to advance the clown projects we want to work. So that is kind of the why we brought those in, and kind of the point of bringing them in is to do those projects right there. Kurt, anything you want to add about the animals we purchased?
No.
Nope, you don't want to talk about how much did we spend on them? We spent $47,000. No, we didn't. We didn't. And I never really get into the price point, not because it's like a sensitive subject, but the thing is, and people go, well, how much did this cost, or how much did this animal cost? If I were to put that in a video, like, and I'll give you an example. I will, actually. You know, for this scaleless head lemon blast, I want to say we paid, what was it, around $1,300?
Yeah.
Plus shipping? And that was a really good deal at the time. But now, if I say, oh, I paid this, people are like, oh my God, you paid a lot for that. Well, it is a lot of money, but we actually got it for a little bit below market. But that market changes. It's such a dynamic market that we can do a video. We talk about pricing now. That video is going to be outdated in 3 or 4 months as that market fluctuates. So it's not really a point to talking about what the cost of the animals are, because it's going to change so fast. It doesn't have any educational value or any value long-term to what we're doing. That being said, if you ever want to look at prices, Morph Market's a great example, but don't look for the cheapest price. Again, this wasn't the cheapest price. Could I have found it cheaper? Yeah, I could have. Could I have found my suma cheaper? Maybe. We got a pretty smoking deal on it. They're hard to find. You kind of just got to buy them when you buy them. I don't know if we could have got our pastel freeway cheaper, honestly, but I didn't care what we paid for. It was great. The clowns we probably paid about right for. But it's not about the cheapest. It's about what fits your plans and what is the nicest. I knew going into the year I was going to buy Suma. Knew I was going to do it. So the price point, well, it's important. And I'm going to negotiate the best price. And this is probably a horrible thing to say on video. When I found the Suma I wanted, did I sit there and negotiate price? Yes, I did. Had the guy said, nope, I'm not changing the price at all, would I have still bought it? Yes, I would have. Because it was what I was looking for. It was healthy, it was pretty, it was from a known entity. I knew what I was getting. And that's the most important thing when you're building your collection from a breeding standpoint. The $50 or $100 that you save by buying the cheapest animal, even the $200 you save by buying the cheapest animal, will come back to bite you in the ass if it's a crappy feeding animal, if it's not a healthy animal, if it's a shitty example of the genetics in the animal. That money you saved on the front end, you're going to lose times 10 on the back end. Where if you get something that fits your plans, is exactly what you're looking for, and the quality's there, and is healthy, that extra $200 you spent, or $300, or whatever it may be, is a drop in the bucket. So the price is less important than the animal. Now, of course, does the price matter? Sure, I'm not advocating to go out and spend $2,000 on a pastel because it's a really nice pastel. I'm not saying do that. You got to have a business sense on that end too. But what I'm getting at is the cheapest doesn't always equate to the best. Price is a factor, but certainly not the only one. All right, Kurt, anything else you want to add?
No.
See, he asked no questions. I still added more information. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.